Hello there, YouTube. Welcome to today's video, and it's a big one. We're running the poll to figure out whatever the hell is going to replace Symphogear next. I've got 10 things that I'm looking at right now that are all very exciting that will be voted on in due time. But before that, I have a little bit of housekeeping, I guess. Let me just get it up. Yeah, it's a very exciting poll, I know. So it'll run very similarly to the one that I just did, which was the Oshinoko replacement poll, in which Girls Last Tour won that poll. It'll run basically exactly the same, except for two distinct differences. One, there will no longer be a strong no to vote for. I just found it made the overall poll more negative, if that makes any sense, right? And put it this way, there's not a lot of difference between a soft no and a hard no for watching a video. It's a pretty binary thing, if that makes any sense, right? Especially for the negative. Somebody that's slightly not going to watch a video and somebody that's super not going to watch a video are basically the same in my book, and all you do by hitting a strong no is take away somebody else's positive vote, right? And as a result, the scoring will also stay relatively similar, with a no only being a -1, with a strong yes being a +2, and a yes being a +1. The other part is, and I'll scroll down to it, bear with me. Yeah, here it is. What is your Discord username for my server? So in the past, I just kind of looked through the results and to look for anything that was kind of a little bit suspect, a little bit weird, looks like it's manipulating the poll somewhat. And this means I won't have to. This means that I can look at a list of the people in Discord, compare it to a list of people that made entries into the poll, and then compare them. And then if there's like double ups, I just ask the person directly. I don't know. Sounds pretty good to me. But yeah, the main idea here is putting one more barrier to entry for manipulation of the poll. Just ensuring that, well, this very important poll, I think it's very important anyway, at least for me, stays as honest and true as possible, I think. But either way, I'm rambling. For the record, I've also got, like, down here, like, write something here. It could be anything you want as long as it isn't mean. There you go. I've also got that one there, but that one's not compulsory. At any rate, this takes us to the poll itself. And I've kind of deliberated a long time as to what I'm going to put on this. I thought about exclusively making it long shows, but there's a couple of shorter ones here that you will say. I've basically, I had a running list. I've enlisted a notepad document of shows that I shouldn't watch on my own time that would be good for the channel. Something that I've done since last year, where I watched a couple of shows that would have been really good for the channel in my own time. But I digress. More importantly is that I've gotten a lot of requests on the Discord, and then I already had this notepad document. I've basically just looked for some crossover. Anything that's on both the notepad document and in the Discord is basically here. So they're approved by me, they're approved by at least somebody else out there on the channel, and I think we've got a whole bunch of banger series for people to vote on for sure. And without further ado, I guess I'll bring the first one up. This one's not particularly, surprising. I feel like I've talked about this in the past, that I wanted to do JoJo. And here's JoJo. You can vote on JoJo. You'll see this here. It says full series. That means I'm going to watch the full series. For stuff where I've got like one mal link, it'll say full series. Because, yeah, everything that seems like it's a series will be the full series, if that makes any sense. I'm not just watching part 1 of JoJo. That'd be silly. But either way, yeah, you see your options there as well are slightly different, as I said before. So yeah, I mean, what do I know about JoJo? A lot because of the internet, but also simultaneously not as much as I think I do. Anyway, we will see. I'm sure I'll talk about all that junk if it wins. Moving swiftly onwards, we have Girls und Panzer. I guess I'm going to call it. Not quite sure on the... I'm pretty sure this just means and. Girls and Panzer. Sure. Which, like tanks? I think they're in tanks. I don't know. This has been recommended, I'm going to say, by like 5 or 6 different people. And seems like almost, correct me if I'm wrong, somewhat of a Symphogear spiritual successor. For the channel, I mean, not in real life. But like, it'll be a series that seems to not take itself particularly seriously, has a large cast of girls, and is beloved by people on the internet. I don't know. Sounds like Symphogear to me. So yeah, I know a few people in particular will be excited about that. Moving swiftly onwards, Utena is back, people. Yeah, there was a controversy with my poll before the last one, in which Oshinoko won the poll by very slim odds, and Utena was the runner up there. I thought I'd bring it back. It seemed to have some amount of support, and I don't know. I think it looks cool. So, so we'll watch that if it gets enough votes, which is again how a poll works. Next on the list, drumroll please. It's Monster. It's Naoki Urasawa, something like that. I wish I had my phone on me to check. But yeah, the manga by that guy got adapted into a show by, I forget the studio, but it's a studio, and this show's well regarded. It's got a very, very high score on Mal. People call it a classic. People call the manga a classic. I've never seen it. I don't even, I think there's like some kind of murder or something involved. I don't know. I don't really know much about it. I've heard it's really good. So, again, vote on it if you want. I sound like a broken record here. We're also not stopping the hits, by the way, because next up we have Legend of the Galactic Heroes. Just all the top spots on Mal, everybody. Just everything's here. Everything that I haven't seen. Again, heavily requested. Again, beloved by many. Again, people call it the best thing they've ever seen, and everybody that hasn't seen it is missing out. I haven't seen it. Am I missing out? Vote on the poll. Oh my god, is that another hit? It's Hunter x Hunter, everybody. The 2011 version, I don't know anybody that watches the one from the 90s anymore. Was it the 90s? Early 2000s? You know what I'm talking about. I haven't seen this. It's very, very popular. It's very, very beloved. Again, much like JoJo, I know some things about it because I've been on the internet before, around anime before, but I've never genuinely sat down and watched it, so I don't know. Vote for it if that's something that interests you. It'd be interesting to get a little bit more of a shonen perspective on the channel, considering I've kind of not even really done one. Chainsaw Man? Yeah, I guess. Next on the list, we have Aria the Animation, which will be the full series there. The way I understand it, a bit more of a relaxing show, a little bit more understated, a little bit more contemplative, potentially something to pair with Girls' Last Tour as well. Yeah, again, requested, was on my list. It sounds like a match made in heaven. Vote on that one if it interests you. The next one here, we have Mushishi. Mushishi. And the full series of that, again, the way I understand it, again, a fairly, I guess, contemplative series, something that's quite thoughtful. And again, like critically acclaimed up the wazoo. People freaking love this. Requested on the Discord, was on my list. Again, vote on that one if it interests you for sure. I feel like I've been holding back on all these other polls, and now I just get to put like all the really obvious stuff on it, which is, yeah, it's nice. It's nice sometimes. Something that's potentially less obvious. Nana. We're gonna say Nana. I've heard that this is like a show for adults. I like to think of myself as an adult, so I don't know. Vote on this. I think it's about like, I don't know, like a woman or something. I honestly know nothing about this. I've heard it's really good. Was requested. Here it is. And you may have noticed that was number 9, and now this is number 10, that being Spice and Wolf. The full series of which, I believe there's a new season coming out, which would be weird, but sure. But yeah, vote on this one. I hear it's like about economics or something. I don't know. Is that the meme? What do people say about Spice and Wolf? I don't know. I've been on the internet too long. Furries? Question mark? I'm in a bit of a weird mood today. I don't know if you've noticed. This may be like an unusable recording session. But anyway, we'll figure it out. Again, this is the 10th one on the poll. You should vote on this one if it interests you. So yeah, going back through here, the ones that I really like know about are like Hunter x Hunter and JoJo. Like, those are the ones that I'll have a set of expectations around and know a couple of moments in which stuff happens and terms and that. The rest, I pretty much don't know anything. Well, again, I know a little bit about you, but that's another question entirely. The rest is like, yeah, we'll see. Yeah, so the poll will be in the polls section in Discord. Please vote on the polls if that interests you. I'm now going to go and record some Monogatari, so hope it goes well. But yeah, poll will close by the end of the working week. It'll close on Friday, I think. So get your votes in quick. Generally, about 4 days or so is enough for the votes to stop trickling in, so that's normally about the right time anyway. Yeah, I'm going to end the video now. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you watching whatever wins, or in the results video, or whatever else. I don't know. I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.